Tech Talk on use of statistical software SPSS in research. Firstly, I am going to tell about introduction. SPSS, it is renamed as Statistical Package for the Social Sciences, is the set of software programs that are combined together in a single package. The basic application of this program is to analyze scientific data related with the social science. This data can be used for market research, surveys, data mining, etc. With the help of the obtained statistical information, researchers can easily understand the demand for a product in the market and can change their strategy accordingly. Basically, SPSS first store and organize the provided data, then it compiles the dataset to produce suitable output. SPSS is designed in such a way that it can handle a large set of variable data formats. SPSS helps in research and data analysis programs. SPSS is revolutionary software mainly used by research scientists, which help them process critical data in simple steps. Working on data is a complex and time-consuming process, but this software can easily handle and operate information with the help of some techniques. These techniques are used to analyze, transform, and produce a characteristic pattern between different data variables. In addition to it, the output can be obtained through graphical representation so that a user can easily understand the result. Read below to understand the factors that are responsible in the process of data handling and its execution. Data transformation. This technique is used to convert the format of the data. After changing the data type, it integrates same type of data in one place and it becomes easy to manage it. You can insert the different kind of data into SPSS and it will change its structure as per the system specification and requirement. It means that even if you change the operating system, SPSS can still work on old data. Regression analysis. It is used to understand the relationship between dependent and interdependent variables that are stored in a data file. It also explains how a change in the value of an interdependent variable can affect the dependent data. The primary need of regression analysis is to understand the type of relationship between different variables. Next topic I am going to tell about ANOVA. It is an analysis of variance. It is a statistical approach to compare events, groups, or processes and find out the difference between them. It can help you understand which method is more suitable for executing a task. By looking at the result, you can find the feasibility and effectiveness of the particular method. Next topic is MANOVA. It is multivariate analysis of variance. This method is used to compare data of random variables whose value is unknown. MANOVA technique can also be used to analyze different types of population and what factors can affect their choices. T-test. It is used to understand the difference between two sample types and researchers apply this method to find out the difference in the interest of the two kinds of groups. This test can also understand if the produced output is meaningless or useful. This software was developed in 1960 but later in 2009 IBM acquired it. They have made some significant changes in the programming of SPSS and now it can perform many types of research tasks in various fields. Due to this, the use of this software is extended to many industries and organizations such as marketing, healthcare, education, surveys, etc. SPSS for Windows also has many built-in help features that you can access at any point while using SPSS. We recommend that you run the SPSS tutorial which you can access when you open up SPSS. You must either have SPSS installed on your hard drive or be able to access SPSS on a network in order to open the program. If you are confused about how to open SPSS, ask your instructor or see Appendix 1, where we provide more information about accessing SPSS from your hard drive or from a network. For now, to illustrate how to access the SPSS tutorial, we'll assume the SPSS is installed on your computer. Regardless of how you can access SPSS, the startup screen will look the same. Now that we have accessed SPSS for Windows, we need to have a data file to analyze. SPSS recognizes and is able to import files created in other applications. Example, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, and Windows Notepad. We will not describe importing files from other applications. Instead, we want to get you started by creating a data file from scratch. Doing this will familiarize you with the main components of SPSS for creating data files, analyzing the data, and viewing the results of those analyses. These three components consist of three types of windows: data editor window, syntax editor window, output viewer window. In this section, we will discuss the first two windows, which are used to create data files. We will discuss the output viewer window later. By learning how to create data lines from scratch in the data editor and syntax editor windows, you will also come to understand how data is organized into a file, files that can be imported into SPSS from other applications would be imported into either the data or syntax editors anyway. So working directly with these editors to create a file will help you understand any files that you would import from other applications. Data files are created in SPSS by directly typing data into one of these two editors. The data editor works similar to a spreadsheet application, while the syntax editor works like a basic word processing application. In the following, we will describe the processing of creating a data file in each of these editors.